What is happening with you? There was like flashes of light, and I was like, what? We shouldn't really add you to the stream yet. Welcome to the Wednesday Water Chat on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter. Drop us a comment. Let us know that you're here. Dana, can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
And we can hear you. Yay, I did it.
Do I sound okay?
Yeah, you sound great.
Oh, good.
I hope so. Well, I mean, everybody else, let us know in the comments if you are hearing us okay and seeing us okay and everything is all right.
Please.
Dawn and Rhonda Lee. Listen, it took me a little bit of time because I decided to make myself an indulgent beverage.
Oh, what did you make?
I made a nojito.
A nojito.
Mm-hmm. You had some fancy lemonade from Blaze Pizza.
Well, I did. I'm now having fancy water from my tap in the Blaze Pizza cup.
Nothing
quite so fancy.
Oh, Cheryl is just dropping in for a quick hi, she says.
Oh,
dinner is about to be brought to the table.
Boil.
Shrimp, yes. So listen, can we have pictures? Can we see what it is? Because we love it. We want to know.
Here, stand by. I'm going to get my headphones.
Okay. Go to get your headphones.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Well, Dawn says everything sounds great. Rhonda Lee says everything sounds perfect and hello again. And Dawn gave us a good old-fashioned Southern hey, y'all. So I have pictures if I can. Katie B is here. And everybody's talking about what they had for dinner. So drop in the chat what you had for dinner. We had Blaze Pizza. And if you were on Instagram, we showcased that a little bit by my chomping mouth and then talked about it a little bit. But share with us what you are having for dinner, because Cheryl's dinner sounds amazing. Katie B, prime rib sliders.
It really
Yummy is correct. That is correct. All good. All very good. Right? And see, oh my God. I'm telling you. Oh, Dawn. Look at what Dawn had. Chicken and sausage jambalaya. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? All of these fabulous. And listen, you didn't tell me how did it happen that you were talking about mulled wine and what you were making? Or did I lose you just now?
You didn't lose me. I think it's going to take a second for the camera to come back.
Well, Trip is in the chat. Hey, Trip, welcome. And she doing yoga, right? And that sounds good. Dawn's, oh my God, the jambalaya sounds amazing.
All right, I say that you didn't lose me, but you know what? You might have lost me, and I may have to jump out and jump back in. So that's what I'm going to do. All righty.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay. We love him. I have pictures that I think I can show off of his trip to Daytona Speedway. I'm trying to find them right now and make sure that they're good to go. Hang on, stand by, because he got a tour. And it's awesome. And I want to show that off, but let's see if I can. I don't know. He's back.
There we go.
Yay.
Yay. Can you hear me now? Okay.
I can hear you just fine. And now I can see you.
Okay, good. Yeah. For some reason, when I was pairing my headphones, it would blank out the camera and it didn't come back that second time. Well, I'm running beta software, which is always what you want to do when you have a production machine. You want to put the most unstable public release of any software you can on that, so you can live dangerously.
Do you?
So we're podcasting on the edge.
We're podcasting on the edge, people.
We are.
Katie says hey to Trip.
Hey.
And Trip says hey to Katie. And Trip is doing yoga in case you missed that.
I caught that just as my camera was so.
And now Trip wants to know how Katie is doing with her sliders, her prime rib sliders. Yum.
Ooh, I saw photos of those.
Oh
Those
my
look
God.
amazing.
I'm serious, man.
Well,
So
you got to break the fast of no meat for 75
I
days,
did.
this past weekend. And boy, I mean, we joked about it. We cured veganism at the Boozy Pig in Tampa, Florida.
I was living my best life, I guess.
Yeah, you're living your best carnivore life.
My best carnivore life, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the appetizer, and all of our entrees were all meat based in some way, shape, or form, and they did an amazing job there. I'm super excited to get back there this week. Since we've got some time to kill in the afternoon before getting on the plane, may as well get a good meal in.
Well, I mean, but what are you going to have?
I'm not sure. There are so many options on their menu, but I mean, it's hard not to consider doing a steak, but they had so many other things that, I want to give a try to. I would even do another charcuterie. I mean, their charcuterie was pretty
on
stellar.
point.
And everything. If you haven't listened to this week's episode, the place that we're talking about is a whole animal butchery. So they basically go from hoof to snout, and they make everything they can from the animal, and everything is locally farmed, grass-fed meats. I mean, just the quality of what you're getting there is through the roof good.
Oh, I am just.
Jojo is in the chat.
Yay, Jojo! Yay! So happy that everybody is in the chat. I'm trying to make sure that I'm technologically winning because I'm not used to doing this.
The only thing you sound fine. I would love the camera to be closer to you, but
Hold on. Stand by, I guess.
Well, I see you guys who were on the chat in the last hour, you saw, she was right up close with us. And, this time, she's trying to get all the set in there. There you go. That's probably too low. We'll find out. It's hard doing any of this stuff by yourself. It really is.
You're better at it than I am.
And Megan's back too.
Damn
it. Be family friendly. Oh, thank goodness, Jojo. And Stacy is in the chat as well. Hey, Stacy.
Safe. She's safe and okay?
Yes.
All right. How's this? Is this good?
Let's see. Yeah, that's much better. I can see you.
I mean, Stacy, how are you?
You don't look like one of the Kilroy was here, stickers. So.
Sorry. Megan is back too.
Yes.
Jojo, and she says wind and rain, but the tornado will miss her, which is good. And Katie says, how are you? Stacy says awesome.
We are huge fans of getting missed by tornadoes.
Yes, because I don't ever want to go through that again.
No, not a fan.
Great job, you two. 75 done.
Well, asterisk by my name, but yes, thanks, Trip.
Give him a bunch of crap because he did a great job.
Yeah, well, look, I'm very happy, but this week's all about celebrating you, your accomplishment, what you learned from it. I mean, that's what this week's episode is all about. So, hopefully everybody gets a chance to go over and listen to that or download it and listen to it. But yeah, it's been, I mean, anytime I can fail and lose almost 30 pounds, I'll I'll take that failure. you know,
Mm,
you know.
I don't think it was a failure. I think Meg would say the same thing if she's still in the chat. She made excellent points when she contributed her story to the episode this week. I really think, you know.
Well, I mean, it can be a failure and end up being a positive learning experience. I'm not saying I didn't learn anything by any stretch. I mean, like we were talking about, I if I didn't learn something from it, then it would be a problem for me. But you know,
But you did,
hmm
and you didn't even talk about the books that you read. Save the 75 hard book that we both read together, and I think that we kind of need to do maybe a bonus thing for patrons where we talk about that
okay. I mean
more
that
in depth.
that would be good. I think that'd be a lot of fun. I am finishing up the last book
Me
probably this
too.
week, and then I'm going to start a new book on the 25th. So
Mhm. Yeah. And
that's
Dawn
my plan.
agrees it's not a failure. I don't know if Meg had to just jump in and jump out, but I think both of them have agreed. So
And I
there you
apologize.
go.
I'm having to navigate between our screen and the chat because the way this thing is on the phone, I can't see both on the same screen.
Well, I'm
Uh,
trying to put up the
oh,
trying.
I appreciate it, but
I'm
just the
trying.
way this is showing me is it's not letting me see the chat in the side window like normal. So,
Oh. See? Jojo
well,
agrees, so
I
not a failure.
appreciate it. Although, and I agree in a lot of ways, not. 100%. I'm in my mind, I'm hearing Andy Frisella's voice. And
I know.
as positive as the experience was, and it really was. I was just pissed at myself for falling asleep. The,
Hmm.
I'm hearing him in my voice in my head, and he's going to say, no, it's binary. You either completed it or you didn't complete it. And then I guess the test is, do you start back? And the answer is yes. So,
Hmm.
that the tough part is going to be, you know, the weekend of my birthday being at Disney and, you know, having to go
Listen, it's
find the,
not going to be hard because we have a patron meetup with Meg.
well, that does make everything better. I
Come
mean, that
on,
that
and
is
Brian.
true.
And also, we we may or may not have reservations where you can get the most fabulous vegan food because we have been sampling all around during the virtual races. So I think we're going to be ready to ace that
I
personally.
think so. I think so. I just, the temptation being there is the hard part.
And Trip says now it's just called the
It's
150
just
hard.
called 150 hard. Yeah. Oh, that's about the truth. Oh.
So, yeah, because, math.
And
And
for those that didn't catch it in the last hour, Josh actually sent me because I had mentioned to him, he is, really into uh, weightlifting, and I'm like, hey, I'm looking for, you know, uh, program, and if he'd give me some guidance, and he put together a whole like, it's very well laid out. He goes, oh, it's just an outline. This was pretty detailed, so I'm super excited to get started on that. In fact, I'm going to go
yeah.
do tonight's workout at the
Mhm.
hotel gym here, at least or as best I can.
Hey, so he says progress, not perfection. And I just want
100%.
and I just Megan has Meg has a couple of different comments that I want to put up here. All successful people have been knocked down before they stood up in victory. Very important to know. And she says the harshness of Andy Frisell is one thing I do not agree with. Honestly, sorry, not sorry.
And yeah, I mean, he is definitely not everybody's cup of tea,
No.
without a doubt. And I agree. What's the saying that calm seas don't make for great sailors? So
What did you say? Calm seas don't make for great sailors.
right,
Gotcha.
and you have to have some of the test in order to see what you're made of.
And
But
Susie
he's
is watching on a treadmill. Just so you know.
Excellent. Get
And
that
Megan
run
says she
in.
is learning.
Yeah, he is just very in your face and very direct, blunt, no nonsense, no BS. He not a touchy feely approach to what he does. So I mean
Yeah.
that's the thing. But I'm looking forward to it because this time I have I now know like that perpetual state of exhaustion. I mean, that's fine. I can handle that. I can actually tell you that the difference that it has made varying up my workouts already, where I'm not running twice a day, I absolutely am feeling the difference in my feet already. I mean, it's
Are you?
amazing. Oh my gosh, instantly better. Still not perfect. I still have to like after I sleep. When I first put my foot down, I can feel it in that Achilles, but instantly better. And I've been
Yeah.
incorporating elliptical since being here a lot. So that one. Hey, Sebastian.
Yeah. Sebastian's saying good job. And um e- everybody is working out while hanging out with us, which I think
Very
is
cool.
great.
I do too.
And Rondalia says, why am I picturing Steve Rogers say I can do this all day?
Yeah, I love that one. I sometimes felt like that. I like that scene when he was getting his butt kicked in the alley. I mean, the one thing about doing 75 hard that is so like you don't expect it, I don't think, at least I didn't,
What?
was the degree of perpetual fatigue you feel.
I'm exhausted.
You see what I mean?
Yeah,
It's
because I'm still going. I'm still doing all the I
yeah,
feel
you've stuck with it,
the
and
tired, that exhaustion, that level of exhaustion that you talk about.
when you hit the wall for the day, and that was my mistake, was putting my head down. If I had just gotten up, then it'd be a different story. But
So what you're
the
really saying is listen to your wife when
yes,
she
that's
says
there is the takeaway lesson from 75 hard. Ultimately, is what
when
it took.
she says check
Go
your
check.
checklist.
Yes.
Check your checklist.
Yeah.
And Megan says, what fatigue?
Yeah.
What is that? What is that? Yeah, I
See.
just what I have to say is so we celebrated, we had a great meal. Of course I'm going to explore and indulge in Alaska because that's anytime you get a once or twice in a lifetime trip, you have to enjoy yourself.
Well,
And
that
I
goes
think
back to what
even
I
Andrew
was going to say. That
Costello would
goes
agree. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Oh,
no, you're 100% right, and I was going to say that actually goes back to what Ray Cronice and Juliana Hever were saying. When you're eating whole food, plant based, well, what about times when when would you go off? And he would say, well, at those times when it's rare and appropriate, and it should be
mhm.
about experiences, not days of the week.
Yeah.
So for us, being in Alaska, again, so rare that, I mean, that really falls into that. So 100%. And yeah, and by the way, I mean, we're going up there to run, and we're going to probably do most everything from the 75 hard plan while we're there. Probably not there. I'll probably finish the book.
You're not going to take another book?
I'm probably not on the trip. I'm probably going to order my next book on the trip.
You're going to order your next book on the trip. Okay. I already
And
have my
then,
next book, and it's attributed to Megan,
oh,
Megan Brower. Yep.
very
Yep.
nice.
And I also still have to finish Amby Burfoot's book too.
And
Y'all know
I
who.
may, yeah. Well, you've got that one sitting there ready to read.
I
Um,
mean, we're going to have so much time on the plane.
this is true. That is very true.
So there.
Well, I mean,
And I'm lining up all the books. I want to do Bill Rogers next too. And there are just some books that I want to do.
And I may do the other book that Andy Frisella wrote for the Live Hard program.
Do you have that one, or have you ordered that one, or I don't even
No,
know?
you've got it.
It's not a reading book, it's the Powerless Task book. It gives you a journal space
Oh, I
to
thought it
write.
was a reading book. Never mind. No, no.
He refers to another book that he hasn't
He's
published yet
writing.
about
I
that.
thought that you had purchased it. I'm sorry.
No, this is just the Powerless.
In that case, I got to get something off my list.
Yeah. And I thought that I would also read the book by the firefighter that I can't remember. Valerie recommended it about the firefighter that
Engine 13
vegan,
diet or something like that.
something like that. I have it on my wish list on Amazon, so I want to order that one too, or read that one too. Katie loves reading books. I'm sure this is music to Meg's ears about all the books, because she says to all the books, take them all.
Well, remember, our bag has to fit under the front seat on the airplane.
Well, she's going to tell
And
us
it
that we
doesn't
could do it in Apple Books or
it doesn't
whatever.
do you any good to read ahead. You still have to read 10 pages every individual day.
Don says margaritas confuse your verbs, and Josh says LOL Don. So I'm trying to pair all the responses together. Am I doing a good job? You do such a good job with that.
Oh, you're doing great. And Meg did say she sleeps like a baby now.
Yeah, I find that I sleep like a baby. Like after this chat, I feel like, and listen, I'm gonna try and share pictures. My new book club list. Listen, we need to know what's on this list, because Meg sent us a list and I've been reading off of that. And
yeah, I think some people would like the books that I've read.
see, this is why I think we should chat with the patrons about that.
Yeah, and I'll go over that. You can, I'll do like an inside the actor's studio type, or between two ferns interview. Talking about the books. You've never seen Between Two Ferns with Zach Galifianakis?
No, I have not.
Oh my gosh.
Everybody's probably kind of like going to curse.
Everybody's like, I'm sure that everyone's like, oh my gosh, how have you never seen that?
Oh, thanks, Sebastian. Oh my God. I think as he says, they're just, I don't even know what they're doing. Hey, a red book list. Yes. I think Meg has some excellent things. I think Don could contribute a list. Yeah. Hello.
I admittedly probably default more in terms of the philosophy.
I love that.
This is going to shock nobody, I'm sure. But if you've listened to Andy Frisella, and like I said, he's a little more in your face, a little less touchy-feely, y'all might be shocked to find that I tend to default more that way. So the books that I've been reading are a little more in line with that. Yeah, a little bit. Oh. But but they have run the gamut of in terms of depth for, quick beach read, in terms of not difficulty, that's not the right word, but really depth of content, all the way to really stuff that's a little more academic.
You say there are some that
the one that I'm currently working on gets really deep, and I've been actually getting books out of his bibliography and putting them on my Amazon wish list.
I want to read that one when you are done with that. And let me just share with you, my wish list is to read these books, and then like the ones that are inspiring about runners, and I want to get those people on the show. like we had this guy right here, which Meg calls Magical Meb, and Joanne knows. I love this.
He's kind of a cool dude.
I love this book. I hope he's at Gasparilla this year. I really do. Seriously. And he says, and see, JoJo's saying, create a document which we can add to in one of the groups. Just an idea. I think we should like some kind of document, right? And so I think we ought to do that. Oh man, figure that out. And
That is a good idea,
or
actually.
figure out where to put that.
Well, we could put that over in, I mean, we could do that over on Facebook group. We could do it on the Discord channel. We could actually do a Discord. We could do a Discord book chat channel.
Yeah, we could
do that. I think as a pinned
or a Google shared document. Like, yeah.
You have more experience with Google shared documents.
A little bit.
A little bit.
So a little bit. A little bit.
You got another job now.
I wanted to say, he said Dana's book in 10-page increments. Yeah, like 10-page. Yeah. Google Docs. Yeah, we can do that. I know all the patron emails. So it could be a patron thing, you know?
Yeah.
Can we do Susie? God, I need 48 hours in a day.
Although that's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
That actually would help us. That lets us do some research. That's an easy way for us to cheat on doing research.
Yeah, and JoJo was going to suggest that. And
by cheating, I mean making it easier for us to do it.
Right.
If you guys add races to it, it helps us tremendously. I mean, we are feverishly sometimes going back, fast forwarding, listening, jotting stuff down, Google searching. So yeah, why don't we work smarter, not harder?
Oh, here comes the kitty. Also, this guy needs to have a book.
Well, he is working on it.
Well, here. It's better if
I am so excited. We're going to get a chance to meet up with both Marco Cisetto and Bart Yasso this weekend.
Oh, I'm so excited.
I'm very excited about that.
I am so freaking excited. Which one is he? Is he the second one? What if I do that?
I'm Bart Yasso, and you're listening to the Run, Eat, Drink podcast.
Did you hear it?
I could hear it.
Yay. Yeah, we're going to hear him. We're going to hear him. And, we're going to hear others too. We're speaking. I wish that Jeff could be there, but I know he's still recovering and everything. So, yeah. Yeah. I have to really get better at all of this technology. You know what I'm saying?
Hello, this is Marco Cisetto.
It's not cheating, it's energy conservation. I like the way you think, Rhonda.
Yes.
Claude is on.
Claude is here too. Yes, it's energy conservation. JoJo says they do that for 50 states, half marathon. It's a Google shared document by date, and everybody adds who's attending. And then Claude.
And Claude, I got your message. I've got your number. I will give you a call. I'm so sorry. I've been traveling this week, and it's been nuts. I'm still, as you can see, traveling. But I'll definitely give you a call. I'd love to chat you up about the conference and give you any tips, or let you pick my brain. What little is there?
I think you have a lot. I think that you and Claude could talk for hours. So you have to include Shel Silverstein for nostalgia purposes. And Dawn's students love it when she reads Silverstein out loud. Right?
David Goggins' book isn't touchy-feely either. What's that book?
Yeah. You Can't Hurt Me, I think it is. I think that's what it's called, but correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. And Claude says, no problem. You're here, you're there, you're everywhere, and we're in Alaska on Friday.
Yes.
Yeah.
Friday to two. Well, we're there Tuesday, kind of. We're leaving Tuesday morning.
Susie and JoJo are on this Google shared document, so that we can all figure out what we're doing. And Dawn has to go because she has to
Well,
rest
Dawn,
her Shel Silverstein voice, I'm sure. So,
I love it. Well, Dawn, thanks for hanging out some.
yeah, it's called You Can't Hurt Me. I have it
Is that on your list too?
well, it's an audio book that I started listening to, but I need to finish on the commute to and from work,
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah. hmm Silverstein seriously got my students and I through the first month of remote learning during the shutdown. No, seriously. Yeah.
Yeah.
My dad and I, it was connected to Silverstein, like when you celebrate the National Reading Day, Read Across America for, I think it's in March. I love, I loved when I was a teacher how my dad was an administrator and we both went into classrooms and read to the kids together. So it was so much fun. It was so much fun. I loved it. I think we did Oh the Places You'll Go. So yeah. And it was just that was a great little memory from when we actually worked together before he retired. But he didn't really retire because now he's
I
just
was
doing
going to say,
remote.
you mean before he retired from that job?
Yeah, because he's still working. He teaches math at the college level now. And Claude says, don't forget, Shel Silverstein wrote A Boy Named Sue and a bunch of Dr. Hook's hits.
I love it. I
Listen,
love it.
Yeah. I
That is
feel like we could
awesome.
do a whole entire show with Claude about all the running songs.
Well, Claude put together that playlist a while back,
he did.
and
Yeah.
we could go through and talk about, some interesting facts from different songs from that playlist.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Or anything with run in the name.
oh,
What? Yeah. Right?
that could be interesting.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
I mean,
Or,
I know Claude's got a lot going on too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Claude, you let us know if you got some time.
Yeah, because wow, I really overscheduled us because we have Alaska and then we turn around and we go back to Disney to finish the virtual 5K series.
Yes.
So I
And
overscheduled us.
I'm thinking maybe since we're going to be there, maybe taking one of the medals for the medal chasers also, if we wanted
Yes,
to
I
do
think
another
we
one while we
should.
were up there in Alaska.
And I vote for Deadpool. Jojo says she's got to go.
Bye, Jojo.
Also, a fun chat and have an ice cream for us. Seriously.
Yes.
And we love you. We totally love you.
Drumstick for the win.
Workout 2 is complete. Got to run. Have a good night. Meg, you
Good
got
night.
this.
Get some rest. You've earned it. Drink your water. Take your photo.
Well. Yes. Read your books. Not that that's a problem for her. It's not.
Yes. Yeah, I knew you were dealing with that.
Yeah.
So whenever you let us know,
yeah,
because October would be good.
I think so. We might hook up in October, and then we might have a whole music themed kind of episode heading into Wine and Dine.
Oh, I like that.
We could prep our playlist for those for the 5K and the 10K that we're doing.
Or maybe we could pick his brain for a food and wine themed
playlist. There are lots of things we want to talk to you about, Claude.
I know. Like the crossover between running and music is so apparent, but it's also very unexpected in some ways. You know, I mean, because most runners that we know listen to something while they're running, for the most part. Not everybody, but
yeah.
Or if you're working out, same thing. And I think that you use music to motivate, you use it to keep tempo, you use it to drown out or to focus on so that you can push through pain or push through a hard part of your workout.
For sure. So, I'm already
Oh,
on kind of a food drink playlist. Yes. And Katie always listens to music on her walk, I believe. And one
and
bourbon, one
Trip,
scotch, one
I
beer.
love that. That is so perfect. And Claude, that's one that ought to be on your list. You know,
So Claude says
I
here,
know not really rock or from the rock and roll era, but
yeah. So, so wait, because hold
did I
on, let
tell
me fix.
Claude? You're in the chat. Did I tell you that you're single-handedly responsible for costing me a ton of money?
That's not true. Why do you say that?
Oh, it's true. It's
You would say
true.
that about me, not
Oh,
Claude.
I say it about you too,
Of
but for
course.
different reasons. No, Claude does his episode on Werewolves of London,
Oh, yes.
and I literally bought on Apple Music every version that they had after listening to that because that was one of my favorites growing up as a kid. I was a big Warren Zevon fan. So yeah.
Well, hang on. He's got ideas, baby.
Were you going to show the photos that I sent?
I'm working on it.
Oh, you're working on it currently.
Yeah.
Okay, Susie, you have a good night. Thank you for hanging out. So if Amy ever gets the photos up,
I'm so sorry. Just
I actually had the chance yesterday. We had a private tour of I'm not normally really a big NASCAR fan. I do have an appreciation for NASCAR as
you
being
see
really
it.
the first professional sport to uh, get high definition right in their broadcasts. And that photo is taken from Victory Lane. I'm right
Victory
down.
Lane.
I'm down in the center of the track right there.
Okay. What is
And
this?
that is actually inside this is like the main building that's on the side of the track where all of uh, the fancy suites are. And that light fixture is every single track that they own, that NASCAR owns.
Ooh.
And each one of those is the outline of the track. Each one of those lights in the light fixture. Of course, we were there in the daytime and the light wasn't on, but you get the idea
Susie, have
from
a
the
great
sculpture.
night. And thank you. And she's looking forward to your 10K, just so you know.
Oh yes, yes. That's also I'll be starting that the week that we get back from Alaska, and we'll be. I got to put that together in a Facebook. I'm put together in in a Facebook event. I think
Yeah.
maybe work on that some in the plane,
Yeah.
and that's a shot from the Rolex suite,
Oh.
and that is one of the big boxes that the corporations own,
Oh.
and like the major sponsors of NASCAR actually own the suite, and you can't buy a ticket to get in there, and that's one of the views
Oh.
from up there.
And this?
That was actually that door that's in the picture. That actually goes under the seats and
Ooh.
into the private drive area or private parking that's under the seats for the private suites. And the private suites are up there under the sign that you see there.
Ooh. Let's see what this is. There you
And
are.
then that's me with the fence, and the out there is the center. I call it center field. I don't really know what the appropriate term is for it, but center field. And this is that's actually a video. I don't know if you can play the video or not, but we were actually driving in one of my classmates' Dodge Charger with a 392 engine. That is the tunnel that leads the drivers in and out of.
That's super cool.
Yeah. In and out of the track. And then they took us out to turn 1.
Oh, it's upside down.
It's upside down.
What is this?
That's the sign for the Sky Suites where we went inside to see what the, and that's the actual suite that you're in. And behind me where I'm at is, they've got a full bar and buffet set up and everything. It's very, very nice. And those Sky Suites, we actually saw 2 suites. I'm sorry. The Rolex is not the one that the corporations or the sponsors own. That one is the Rolex one. You can typically buy a ticket to that one, and that runs anywhere from $500 to $1,500 per person, they were saying. And then the other one is we were in the suite directly below the owners of NASCAR, or one of the owning families of NASCAR's personal suite, and we didn't, of course, get to go in there.
Right?
I believe it's the France family. So yeah, it was pretty cool. I mean, again, I like NASCAR, like in that I'll watch it if it's on for a few minutes because I like the technical aspects of it. They really embraced high definition when HD was new, and they figured out how to film it and to make it really interesting. And they also were probably one of the best sports to actually intelligently incorporate computer graphics and make it help. And it actually helps your enjoyment and understanding of what's going on screen, as opposed to just being more clutter on the screen.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to appreciate in that respect. But I'm also one of those guys that says, yeah, it's the most exciting left turn you'll ever see.
Yeah. And then I just had, Alaska photos here also.
Oh, did you? Oh, there's Bart.
There's Bart. I can't wait to see him. And I want that shirt.
And Marco. Yep. Hopefully we'll get, and we're going to make it back over there. I know that we're going to be exploring a bunch of new places. I'm very excited for this list of places we're putting together for you guys. I think the food and drink we're going to bring everybody is going to make them seriously reconsider pushing off that bucket list trip to Alaska and maybe, move it up on the list a little bit. At least I hope so.
Yeah.
And weather permitting, maybe we can do a little bit of running along that path that is, as part of the course.
Oh, I hope so. I don't think the 5K goes out that way, but
no, but we could run ourselves just for, maybe one of our
2 workouts that make us exhausted.
Exactly.
I think it's very cool what you got to do at Daytona. I just had those pictures from Anchorage because I'm looking so forward to that. I'm looking so forward to the meetup in the Smokies. The group we have and all of the podcasters that we've met and everybody in the Runcation Nation, I'm feeling this week very thankful. I'm feeling very thankful. I think that I missed putting up on the screen Stacy's comment about Shannon. But we did post in Runcation Nation and on the main page in Facebook about, he is a friend of the show and he has been on our show for a James Beard nominated burger that you posted that episode when we were a video quick bite episode. And he was such a part of the beating heart of Cape Coral. And
without a doubt,
one of Cape Coral's sons and supported the community in any way possible. And it was a shock to us and we loved him and will miss him dearly. And
you hit the nail on the head. I mean, we knew that he was battling COVID, but you know, you are always hopeful,
Yeah.
when you get the news that somebody is not doing well in the hospital, and
Yeah.
especially somebody as young as him. But
Yeah.
yeah, the that loss is going to be felt in the community in ways that I don't think people really fully understand. That people don't realize. And for those that don't know, we posted about the passing of Shannon Yates, the owner of Nevermind Awesome Bar and Eatery, who,
Mhm.
like Amy said, was a friend of ours personally and a friend of the podcast. And
Yeah.
I mean, he would bring kids in on Saturdays and
Mhm.
teach them to cook
It's true. He talked about
to the restaurant.
making
You
them
know,
like the football players at the high school where he played football
hmm and
and
he would
teaching them.
teach them how to cook so that not everybody is destined for college, and to have a skill and ignite their creativity
Yeah.
through the culinary arts, I think was
Right?
really um, just an amazing thing to do. And
Yeah.
between that and the fact that he was an amazing supporter of the police department, our police athletic league, um, any of the charities in town that needed a venue or his food truck to show up. I mean, he was there,
Mhm.
and I mean, he even did a fundraiser for another local restaurateur who was having a very hard time of it. The owner of Ariani's,
Yeah.
and he did a fundraiser for him,
Mhm.
and this was
Yeah.
he's just a fantastic guy. He's going to be missed.
Very, very. And I did two separate interviews with him, one for a different purpose away from the show. And it was, he, he's always so humble and real. He was just a force in the community.
Oh, you got to
And
find that one.
I will. I got to dig for it because it wasn't a part of our podcast files. It was for a whole
Right, I
separate
remember.
purpose. So about the revitalization of downtown Cape Coral, but
Yeah,
I think Mark Valentine is sending love from Disney to everybody.
Mark.
Yeah,
I was
and
so jealous
listen,
of you last
Raglan
night at
Road,
Raglan Road. Oh,
you're living your best life, my friend.
we.
Your best
mm,
Irish life.
Oh, everyone's a little Irish when they go to Raglan Road.
Oh my gosh. It's like the complete package. Such the complete package. Just fantastic.
They should
Just
open a Raglan
fantastic.
Road up in our hometown. I'm just saying.
Well, they should.
They
They
should.
should. They should, you know. And Susie was saying congratulations. And Dana, you got this. Can't wait to do the couch to 10K after
Awesome.
Alaska. So we're just really lucky to know people like Josh, like Mark, like Sebastian, like Trip, like Claude, like Don and Jojo and Susie and Darlene and Buck
And
agrees.
we have been so fortunate. Again, everybody is sharing the podcast on Facebook, and if you are, thank you so
Yeah.
much. We've had
Yeah.
so many new people come into the Runcation Nation Facebook group over the
I asked them
last
to say
several
hi, but I
weeks.
think that they were shy. So
I think so. And we've also had a lot of new followers on Facebook, and we really appreciate everybody um, joining in and becoming part of the Runcation Nation. We want to know who you are, where you're from, and what you're running.
what
Is
you're
it a 5K, a
running?
10K, a half marathon? Are you
Yeah.
training for your first?
Are you doing run, walk, run? Are you just walking and that is great?
Or are
Are
you just here for the
you,
food and drink?
which is awesome too.
We'll take that.
Yeah, we love it. And look, we have two podcasters here in the chat. If like we had Claude and now we've had Mark and Katie, and that's three. Plus Josh has been a guest on multiple podcasts. So that's, I mean, come on. Just yeah. we know incredible people, and we're lucky that they love our little passion project and have shared it and had us on their shows respectively. And I just I'm just feeling grateful.
It's a good week for feeling grateful.
Yeah. So
So
thank you all.
yes,
I love
I think we should wrap it here. And I have an early morning of academics. I get to sit in class all day, one more day, and then graduation on Friday, and immediately on the road to Tampa to meet you. So
yeah. So
but
hey, Sebastian
guys,
says again, and thank you very much.
Don't forget, new episode is up in the feed. Download it in your favorite podcatcher, except for Spotify. We're getting there.
I know.
But it's a great episode this week. You really get to hear Amy kind of dig into the things that she learned from 75 Hard, and I think it's really worth the listen. I hope you guys enjoy it, and so
So thank you, everybody. Good night, sweet dreams.
good night, everybody. We will, next time we talk, we will be coming to you, probably doing a quick live or two.
Well, I may do a live coffee chat tomorrow.
I mean, us
together. Yes.
Yeah, together we'll be probably coming at you from Alaska.
Yeah, and bye, Katie. Claude says travel safely, and you take
Recover
care.
well,
Everybody.
Claude.
Yes, you take care of yourself. Everybody take care of themselves. Stay safe, stay well, and we will accomplish, explore, and indulge with you really soon. I feel like I should go. Thanks for listening.
Da, 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 da. Good night, everybody.
Bye.